Hello kitties and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have yet another Wishbus reaction and I'm very excited about this one because it is a duet. You know that I love duets because I'm always super excited to hear how the vocal arrangement is gonna work for the two voices and how they're gonna complement each other. And today we're gonna look at Adie and Janine Berdin. I'm excited. Let's go. If you are interested in everything singing and music related, then please don't forget to subscribe. We are nearing 400,000 subscribers, and if you're gonna help me to get there, I will really appreciate it. And now without any further ado, Adie and Janine Berdin performing Mahika. Let's go. Okay. Very soft intro. I do like compositions like this. A simple instrumental, heavy focus on vocals, very ambient. Nice voice, very nice voice. I like his color.
Ako'y nananabik, di naman napilitan, kusa na lang naramdaman ang di inaasahang pag-ugnay ng kalawakan.
I love his tone quality. There's a tiny bit of huskiness in that, but also Wishbus microphones are set to really catch every little quirk in your voice. So their sound technique is top notch. So you can hear everything in his voice, which I love because it sounds so incredibly natural. I also like that he has a lot of agility in his voice. The way he's moving around the pitch is really fun. So he's never holding an entire straight note, but he has a little bit of fall down from the note. He's rounding a little bit, tiny bit of a riff here and there. I like it. It does have a little bit of an R&B vibe. Good climb down from the falsetto. It was not a piercing falsetto, but very lightweight. More of a head voice probably, but there's also no need to go for the heavy piercing substantial falsetto when you can go with a very light head voice and just let it descend slowly, especially at the beginning of the song. Is really pretty. That was a little more substantial. There's a very heavy difference between his upper register and his chord register. He was using it in his advantage, right? So, for example, yodel is one of the things that are so typical in singing when you want to emphasize both of the register. A yodel is basically the switch, which needs to be pretty obvious. It's not a fluent switch. It cuts right through the passaggio, and he did it a couple of times. I really like it. It does connect a lot with R&B and soul music, and therefore it really fits the genre that he chose for this performance. So I like it. Also a husky voice. A little raspy too. Good drop. Ooh, there's a lot of rasp in her voice. So there are a couple of reasons why she can have a rasp, right? You can be sick, you can have quite a lot of vocal fatigue. I wouldn't wish you to hear me when I have vocal fatigue. So if you do not have a rasp regularly to this level and it appears you have all the red flags waving around you, okay? Just make sure that you take a proper rest. People like musicians that are touring and have concerts, not a lot of times are able to take the break that they need and are able to take the time off to recover. And there are a lot of ways to help it, but vocal rest can never be replaced. There is no other better help than a vocal rest. So her rasp is very prevalent, is very out there. What is interesting that it mostly appears in her more relaxed spaces, so in the lower tones, and her upper tones actually were pretty clean and the voice really cleared up, which kind of tells me that this is more of either she is sick or she is very fatigued. It's really hard to say, but she has very pretty voice naturally. I think there is a certain huskiness in her voice that is natural. I love his ad-libs. Listen to him in the background. And like, I'm hyper-focusing on her, I know. Because like I'm trying to analyze her voice during the duet. So I'm just trying to focus more on her. But I'm just like, those ad-libs that he's doing there are just hitting me all the time. So he's dragging my attention to his voice as well. This is definitely a really interesting improvisation to add on and layer on top of that duet. I really like that. I'm just going to replay it so I can focus on his movement as well. Very nice sustained note from her. She was basically moving quite a lot, but holding the same tone. The movement in his voice is incredible. He's very agile. He dropped that note right there so fast with no, basically with no problem. So, for that fast drop down, like dropping the larynx so fast can be pretty difficult for an experienced singer. So that was really good. Really nice approach to that mix. Really pretty. Instead of really belting that mix, she approached it very lightly, very, very, very airy, and it created a really nice R&B sound. I love the song. Sustained note from him. Really nice. Listen to him for a second. His runs and a little bit of an ad-libs, a good ad-libs structure, because ad-libs can never overshine the main melody. They can be interesting. They can like catch your attention, right? But they cannot yell louder than the main melody. And he's structuralizing them super interesting, but keeping it on basically the second lane. She really works well with the air. Ooh. Both of them used a lot of fry as well and worked fantastically with air. So especially with a song like this and in the genre that they chose, you have to be able to pick and choose where you're going to belt with a clean tone, and it's going to sound really big and substantial, and it's going to be like very, you know, filling the entire space. And this is not that type of song. This is not a grandiose song, right? This is really moody and really lightweight acoustic piece. And the way they both worked with airy tones and with their head voice or falsetto respectively, very well done. It was really gorgeous duet. Their voices were not super different, but they really played very well together. The moment she got into those higher spaces, into those higher tones, her voice cleaned up a lot. She had very tiny huskiness and really pretty tone quality. And his ad-libs were so pretty, so pretty. Well done. I really loved this duet. I would love to hear more of them. Are they like regularly singing together? Or is it just for this performance? Because I hope they do. I hope they do. They do really good duo. And it was interesting. It was layered. There were so many things that you could focus on. I wish I could watch this 2 or 3 times in a row so I can actually focus on everything that was going on. Thank you so much for recommending this video. If you do have more recommendations for me, definitely write them down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here is the rest of my Filipino reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.